Welcome to Lucid Owl Podcast Show, where we illuminate profound ideas to help you navigate the complexities of life. Today, we embark on a journey into the very essence of human existence, purpose. Our guide for this exploration is none other than the eminent psychiatrist Carl Jung, whose profound insights, particularly from his seminal work, The Red Book, offer a truly transformative perspective. Have you ever found yourself pondering the fundamental question of your being? What is it that you were truly built for? In our modern world, the pursuit of purpose often gets conflated with the accumulation of wealth, status, or fleeting pleasures. We're told that happiness lies in self-gratification. However, Jung presents a radically different, yet deeply resonant understanding. He posits that purpose is not found in these self-serving endeavors. Instead, it emerges from a far more profound and often challenging act: voluntary self-sacrifice. This isn't about self-denial for its own sake, but rather about dedicating oneself to something larger, something more valuable than one's individual existence. It's about finding a North Star that guides your actions, your decisions, and ultimately your life's trajectory. Without such a guiding force, life can feel adrift, meaningless, and devoid of true direction, leaving us with a gnawing sense of emptiness despite external successes. Consider the undeniable truth that life, in its very nature, demands sacrifice from each of us. It's an inevitability, much like the old proverb states, death and taxes. We all face hardships, losses, and challenges. The crucial distinction, as Jung highlights, lies in how we approach these sacrifices. If we have no greater purpose, no ideal beyond ourselves to strive for, then all our life force, all our energy is invested solely in our individual selves. And since our individual lives are finite, destined to end, that self-directed energy, in the grand scheme, becomes ultimately wasted. This leads to a profound sense of meaninglessness, where suffering is not just painful, but also utterly devoid of redemptive quality. But what happens when we embrace a purpose that transcends our personal desires? When we find something truly worth dedicating our lives to, our suffering undergoes a miraculous transformation. It ceases to be mere suffering and becomes meaningful. This powerful idea echoes the sentiments of great thinkers like Friedrich Nietzsche, who famously stated, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." And Viktor Frankl, who, from the depths of concentration camps, observed that meaning in suffering is what allows individuals to endure the unimaginable. When suffering serves a higher purpose, it no longer feels like an arbitrary burden. It becomes a crucible for growth, resilience, and profound fulfillment.
History is replete with examples of individuals who embodied this principle. Think of Socrates, who willingly faced death rather than compromise his pursuit of truth and justice. Or consider the countless acts of selflessness throughout history, from Jesus sacrificing for humanity to Cato standing for liberty against tyranny. These are not just figures from textbooks. Their lives illuminate the power of voluntary sacrifice. And it's not just in grand historical narratives. We see it in the everyday heroes among us. A mother who tirelessly dedicates herself to her children's well-being, a police officer who risks their life for justice, an activist who fights for equality, or a soldier who defends freedom. In each instance, purpose elevates their actions beyond mere duty, imbuing them with profound significance. The distinction between voluntary and forced sacrifice is paramount. When we are compelled to sacrifice without understanding or embracing a higher purpose, it feels tyrannical, oppressive, and even evil. It breeds resentment and despair. However, when we consciously choose to sacrifice for a cause we believe in, for a value we hold dear, or for people we love, that sacrifice is experienced as incredibly meaningful, good, and deeply empowering. It is in this voluntary act that we align ourselves with our deepest values and unlock our true potential. So, as we conclude this episode of Lucid Owl, I invite you to reflect deeply on a single powerful question. What would you willingly sacrifice yourself for? Take your time with this. The answer, when it comes, may just reveal the profound purpose that has been waiting to guide your life.
Thank you for joining us on Lucid Owl. Stay curious, stay reflective, and keep seeking your North Star. Goodbye for now.